will go one place, we'll follow along different groups and do stations, and we will also do individual balances. So what I'm going to have you guys do first is everyone stand up. We're going to do, you know, it's so cold here.
Yeah, so
We're
cold.
gonna warm up a bit. Just move your body a little bit. All it is just moving that body, making sure you're feeling like you're waking up. You take your right arm and then your left arm. So normally when I do this class, I don't do it outside.
Yeah.
So I do
That's
in this,
good news.
yeah. And so I use things like chairs and bikes and stuff for people to support themselves. So if you guys are ever in a situation where you feel like you need some more support than what is around you, you let me know and I can always move it to someplace else that offers some more support, okay? Because I don't want anybody to get hurt. Roll the shoulders back. Now I just want you to tap your heels forward. One other thing I like to do in my class, I'm going to do this with you guys a few times, is, oh, I forgot my music.
Music, keep
So
going, keep
what
going.
What I like to do is I like to challenge people with brain activities. So, once I get this going. So what?
This is my nap time.
All right. Slowly lower your chest towards your toe. Whenever I and slowly bring it up. Stretch up tall, arms up, come up on your toes, then lower. Up, lower. One thing that's important for balance is ankle mobility, right? Your feet hip width apart. This is the safest distance because if you go put your feet together, put them together and you feel it's a little unsteady. So have your feet under your hips. Core is tight and your knees are always slightly bent, right? If we lock our knees, we can, every time my knees locked and I'm gonna fall, I'm like a tree, I'm just gonna go, right? But if my knees are bent, I might be able to stop myself from falling. Always have a little bit of bend. Now I want you to shift your weight over to your right leg. Bring that left leg up and hold. Standing leg is slightly bent. There's walls, there's things behind you if you want. There's a chair there you can always hang on to. You know, I don't know because I think my right side is stronger and I'm left-handed. But I had a left ankle injury and I think that's why my balance is not as good on my left side. But, so it just depends. All right, okay? Keep that in mind. But we want to work on static balance because that's very important to get us moving and keep staying active. So now I want you to shift that weight to the left leg again. This time you can take that leg forward and back. Forward and back. Whichever one. You'll just switch sides. That helps you to focus and balance a little better. So try that now as we do that. Now what I want you to do, move your arms. Right. So maybe you move it smaller. Maybe you just move one. Maybe you don't move any. Right? You can play where what makes sense for you. Good. Because this one, think about it. If you go, hang on. You don't have to, you can stand on with one if you want. You can stand on with both. Hang on or don't hang on. Let's practice. Worried about going up curbs, and the scareder you are of going up a curb, the more chance you're going to have of like being overly cautious, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to imitate this whole row as being a curb.
Curbs.
So you're going to step up. Just think about whatever your good leg is. Practice. Do this. See which one feels better. So this is my good leg. Step up with my good leg. Down with my bad leg. Step up with my good leg. Down with my bad leg. Step up with my good leg. And the reason that we do is step up with the good leg. This is our strong leg, so it's got that muscle to push me and pull me on top, right? Now when I'm going off the front, it's got the muscle and the support to stop me
Slow you down.
falling
Yeah.
when I'm stepping off. Core in the center. And so it's going to want to turn. You're going to want to not let it do that as much as you can. You're going to want to keep it off the ground. It's a tough one. You want to keep the wood off as long as you can, okay? That's one of the tougher ones. Balance, 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 balance. Okay? Prepare you for your next DUI checkpoint by following one foot in front of the other. Again, core is tight, chest is up. If you have a hard time with that, I would prefer you, instead of struggling so much and possibly falling, put a foot off to the side if you need to, so they're not directly in front of one another. And try to balance on it. Stay next to a wall if you need to.
She's nothing but trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
This is the one. This one's, yeah, it's not this. This is a little tougher. Try it on both feet.
So while you're waiting for your coffee, right?
You know, what we're going to do. Shoot me down. Very good.
Oh, I love it.
Rope. Start here and go all the way up. Ribs all the way down. So, core is huge, right? So you think about if you have a weak core, that's your base. And you might find yourself. This is also for posture, but you might find yourself doing something like this, where you have been doing things like this in front of you for too long, so now your shoulders have turned this way, and so you need to now strengthen those shoulders muscles, strengthen your back and your pecs to hold those shoulders back and down. But all that said and done, we're going to pretend we have really good posture here, right? We have a really strong core, so we're going to step our feet a little more shoulder width apart. And I want you to turn your toes out to the corners and then soften your knees. So you're going to take your arms in front. Right? We're going to start slowly with lifting and lowering. This is a little Tai Chi move, but I like it for a little warm up in the core. One more. And now in the center, what you're going to do, keep your feet straight. All you're going to do is tap this one, then you're going to slowly push off the opposite arm. Push, push. So it's like you're kind of reaching, stretching out there, reaching, turning from the waist. And now I want you to really box. Punch.
Oh, don't hit against
Punch.
Uh-huh.
Punch. Put some punch into it. Go. Woo. Faster.
Renee's class packs a punch.
Faster. And slow it down. All right. So the other things. Arms up. Knee up. Knee down. Knee up. Knee down. Knee up. I like to do these with weights. Doesn't have to be heavy weights. Step that core tight. Every time you lift that leg, squeeze that belly button to your spine. Exhale. Good. Everybody feel that in their core. One arm together and side to side. Knees are bent. Protect your back. Core is tight. Now you're going to just bend it to your elbows. Pull it in a little bit. Tight. I go around and I say, all right, I want everybody to have their abs nice and tight. And I come up and I'm going to punch in bellies.
Yeah.
And you know what people do? They brace.
Tense up.
They brace when they know I'm. I say, I won't do that. And now you're going to take your left arm, reach up, and your right, up, up, up. You're not resting at all in the back of your chair. Lift one knee. Lift Ned. There you go. Lift. Lift. Keep doing it. All right. And drop your shoulders onto the top of your chairs, but you're not rounding through your belly. So you have to have a nice, yep, your chest is still up towards the sun, right? So you have easier if you touch the floor. Morning. It might be a good time for you. When's a good time?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Aha. Trick. Haha.
Because if you're sitting in your chair and you're watching a movie, get up routinely and do something. So, what you could do, you're watching TV and that commercial comes on, right? Or one at a time. Now, if you don't touch the floor, it's harder. Doesn't mean you don't have to. Core tight, make sure you're protecting your lower back. Good. Now, one knee, one knee, one knee, one knee, and now froggies.
That's looking like right through here.
Yes, you're gonna feel that there.